Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows that we were on the right side once again, seeing as Tyler the Creator recently walked back on some of the comments he made about Eminem. And we got to find out about this a few hours ago, where Tyler revealed a big moment that made him realize that it was the wrong thing to do to publicly trash Eminem's music the way he did on Twitter. However, this came with a twist, as this sparked debate on if he got the timeline or the album wrong. And personally, I find the timing of this apology to be quite interesting, and we'll expand on this in a bit. Today we also have more from Dr. Dre, who looks to be set to shut down huge critics of hip-hop artists and their contributions to the community in the United States. And when we say huge critics of hip-hop's contributions, we are talking about talking heads like Dr. Umar, who some have accused of pocket-watching rappers. And this is interesting, seeing as Dr. Dre is reportedly opening a high school in Inglewood, all while some of the pocket watchers have been collecting donations for roughly a decade with nothing to show for it. And we'll expand on this in a moment as we add more from Dr. Dre, who made a wild revelation a few hours ago when it comes to taking part in the next Olympic Games. And no, he wasn't talking about breakdancing.
Damn!
More on this in a moment. And today we have an update on a story we covered a few days ago, when this video of Travis Scott's interaction with a young fan went viral.
Travis, can I get a picture?
Travis, open up, guys.
Travis, can I...
Now, if you were with us, you remember Kid Capri called out Travis and reminded him to stay humble. And today we have an update, as Kid Capri recently revealed that he spoke to Travis about this. Check out a snippet.
I got a chance to speak with Travis Scott on the phone today. A few days ago, I put out a video, which I took down, and everybody else started posting it before I got a chance to take it down, because I didn't really want the attention. I just reacted because I got mad at what I saw. But I put a video up about what happened with him and the kid. And after speaking with him and talking with him, he heard my side. He understood where I was coming from, and I definitely understood where he was coming from. You know, he's a big superstar dude, man. And you never know, whether it's a kid or whoever, you never know what anybody's intentions are. So coming from that angle, I'm not responsible. How the man protects his life. So for that, I apologize to him for that, because I just seen what I seen, and I stand for what's right. But when me and him had an understanding today, we both came to the fact that we both were right. Shout out to Clark Kent, to my brother. He was on the phone with us too, but he linked us together. And so we came to a common ground, and I got a lot of love for him. He's a super talented dude, super talented, crazy in the studio, crazy on that stage. His fan base is ridiculous, and this was nothing personal against him. You know, I took care of kids, my Give a Kid Foundation, for a minute. I went around the country taking care of kids. So, you know, I always took care of kids. So I've always been real delicate when it comes to kids.
And while some Travis Scott fans would rather drag him for the name Kid Capri, some have expanded. At Kid Capri, you're doing what the older generation have done for us. We need more of it. Could the execution have been better? Possibly, but accountability is needed. And moving on, unlike those who choose to go on a gazillion podcasts to cry about what rappers aren't doing for the community, Dr. Dre is just straight up action. As we got a report a few hours ago that Dr. Dre is opening a high school academy in Inglewood. Check out a snippet from Good Day LA's report on this.
All right, happening in just 2 hours, rapper and record producer Dr. Dre Young, will help launch a new high school academy in Inglewood. He'll be at Morningside High School, where music mogul Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre's Young Education Group will kick off the Iovine and Young Center Academy in the Inglewood Unified School District starting next summer. It's billed as a cutting-edge interdisciplinary curriculum aimed at training young leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs. Academy will initially initially be available to 9th grade students and expand to all grades by the year 2028-29 school year.
And speaking on Dr. Dre, he's got big plans for the next Olympics as he made this reveal on Entertainment Tonight a few hours ago. Check it out.
I'm trying to try out for the Olympics in 2028. I'm really good
You
at
gonna be breakdancing?
No. I did not like that.
What are you trying out for? What are you gonna try out for?
Archery.
And you're being serious.
I'm dead ass serious. Yeah.
Okay. Where did you pick up archery?
I actually started playing around with archery in junior high. I stopped for a while and my son bought me a setup. I don't know if it's for my birthday or Father's Day or something like that. So I have it set up in my backyard. And I heard that qualifying for the Olympics is 77 feet, and I practice at 90. Wouldn't that be interesting to go, especially with it being here in LA and win a gold medal? So,
listen, I'm a little gullible, but I believe you. I believe that you're really gonna try to do this.
Ride with me, come on. I feel like I can do anything.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I think anything you put your mind to, you probably can do if you really put your mind to.
And in response to Dre's take, some are asking, why do these celebrities think their skills match Olympic level people? Shake my head. Well, he said in the interview, he's been into archery, he's been practicing. Nothing wrong with trying out for something if you think you are good at it. And I'm wondering which other celebrities have spoken about trying out for the next Olympics. I must have missed those reports, and some have expanded. Would be cool as long as he actually a qualified Olympian, but that's the only way. Celebs shouldn't take that opportunity from someone who deserves it. And if you missed it, we got reports about the Australian breakdancer, reports that claimed that favoritism played a key role in how they ended up in the Olympics breakdance competition. However, these reports got shut down a few hours ago, which makes it even more hilarious since it is a horrible look for Australia's Breakdancing Association. Check this out. So you're saying they got through purely because of her breakdancing? That association truly sucks if that's the case. And moving on, while we've maintained on this channel in several reports about Tyler's quote fallout with Eminem, about how he should have known better than publicly trash his music, since he's not just some random troll on Twitter, well, we didn't have to watch a documentary to know that Tyler shouldn't have done that, but he had to, as he revealed he owes Eminem an apology during a recent episode on the Mavericks with Mav Carter podcast. Check out a snippet.
I seen this show called Painkillers on Netflix, and it's about like how people got addicted to opioids. And I saw that show, and Eminem put out Recovery. It's 2010. I was a big Eminem fan, and when that album came out, I fucking hated it. Publicly, this shit is whack, didn't like it. And after watching that show, I felt so bad about those tweets and things like that, because thinking from his perspective, someone like me publicly saying that stuff and him getting off drugs, getting to a point in his life that's behind him, and me implying like, you need to, no, this shit is what, he probably felt like I was attacking him. I thought I was just like, I don't like the music. He was in a different part of his life, and now I feel so bad about saying that stuff because my perspective was so limited. And I love him. That dude taught me how to rap. I learned how to put words together in rhythm because of some of the Eminem stuff I was hearing and storytelling and things like that. After watching that show, that gave me perspective. This is a few months ago. I felt so terrible about some of the things I said about Recovery album because I realized that was a big step and meant a lot to him. And my fucking young, stupid ass was like, oh, I want to hear the same song and dance, and I love the Eminem show, but like, he's not there anymore. I felt terrible. And if I ever see him, like, I want to tell him that, like, in person.
Now, this has sparked reactions all over the place, as on one end, some believe, huge respect to Tyler for recognizing that. I'm sure M will come across / be made aware of this interview too. Would be nice for this to be completely squashed, given how much of an influence M is to Tyler. A track with them two one day would be awesome. However, some of his fans who have been on his side all this time are struggling with this snippet, as some expanded. Recovery was awful though, like really bad. I guess we just found one of the users on social media who thought Tyler did nothing wrong all these years. But like I pointed out in multiple videos on this topic, just like Tyler finally discovered, we already talked about how going public with an opinion like that, when you have links to the artist, was always gonna be a horrible look for those who know better. And while some have concluded, hopefully now 12-year-olds will stop saying Eminem doesn't have influence, he taught a lot of that generation how to rap. And since Tyler was apologizing for trashing Recovery publicly, some are wondering, he was on tour with Eminem in 2013, why didn't he apologize then? But some believe this is because Tyler got the date and albums mixed up, since we all know he was trashing Revival and Walk on Water, to be specific. Check it out. He watched the show a few months ago, finally matured a few months ago and realized his mistake. Also, I think he meant Revival, but doesn't matter. Glad he finally apologized and now sees other perspectives other than his own. But personally, I find the timing of this apology to be interesting. As when Tyler started trashing Eminem initially, it was when it became the cool thing to do to trash Eminem and his fans. In fact, one of the reasons Eminem released Kamikaze was because he noticed that even people who didn't qualify started to see him as hip-hop's punching bag. And if you've been paying attention lately, you know that 2020's Eminem has turned things around for the most part, especially in the hip-hop space. In fact, we recently had a poll that attracted over 14,000 participants, and they voted 2020's Eminem as his second best era. So basically what I'm trying to say is this: the conversation about Eminem has now changed for the most part. It is no longer cool, especially for people in the hip-hop space, to trash him. And now it just so happens that around the time the conversation changed, Tyler decides to reveal that he owes Eminem an apology. Talk about impeccable timing. But all in all, some have concluded maturity, time and perspective is huge. I'm so happy to hear Tyler apologize. I really hope Eminem watches this interview. And now that the conversation is changing, perhaps we could also hear from Hooded Sweater real soon, after years of poisoning the well.
Say what now?
But over to you guys. I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section, especially from those who believed all these years that Tyler did nothing wrong. What are your thoughts now that he revealed that after gaining some perspective, he feels terrible about publicly trashing Eminem's music? Feel free to go all out in the comment section. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.